Hello, my name's Duncan, and welcome to Back Away from the Donkey and BAFTA Books. Today's a tag. I was tagged by Roy at Roy Reads Anything to do this tag, and I've got it on my tablet here, so I'll see what it is. And it is the Cosy Coffee Mug Tag, which apparently was originally done by Jen at A Literary Love 123, and I don't actually know her, so I will actually go and explore her channel, which I obviously encourage everybody else to do. So, the prompts are, there's 6 of them. Actually, no, there's 8 of them. So I'll start with those. So the first one is Hex the Patriarchy. Share your favourite women authors. Well, Julian May for the, if you don't know it, the Saga of the Exiles. If you've never read that, you need to read that. Anne McCaffrey, who's a biggie in science fiction and fantasy. I think she sometimes doesn't get the credit it deserves. At the moment, I'm exploring a lot of Miriam Allen Ford, her short stories from the 50s and 60s. There's a 3 that come off the top of my head. So now, we'll go on to question 2. Edgar Allan Poe, share your favourite Gothic book or short story. Well, the sort of Gothic fiction stuff is not a sort of genre I go down very often. I obviously like my Lovecrafts and my Edgar Allan Poe's. So I'm going to pick a Lovecraft story, and it's going to be Pickman's Model. Because for some reason, whenever I think Lovecraft, that one always sticks in my head. So yeah, if you've not read it, Pickman's Model. So now, question number 3. Swiftea. Name your auto-buy for authors. Well, most of the I seem to read a lot of dead people. Particularly a lot of dead white men, I think. But yeah, so from those, it would be sort of Philip K. Dick, Isaac Asimov, Philip Joseph Farmer, which are books that I'd always pick up. Harlan Ellison. I'd always pick up anything written by him. And authors that are still publishing, still alive. The one that comes to mind to me is Raymond Feist. I love his fantasy books, and he's just released one which I got my list to buy. But yeah, auto buys. So I would go for those. And for the next question, Camp Crystal Lake. Share a book that makes you feel nostalgic. I can pick 2. I've got the TV series, miniseries tie-in to a TV series called World War III that was produced in the early 80s with David Soul in. And there's a novelisation I've got, and that brings, weirdly, that gives me lots of memories because I remember exactly where I was when I read it. And the other one is books I've mentioned before, is the Dragonfall 5 books by Brian Earnshaw that I've been slowly trying to pick up. And these were books that I read when I was in primary school. They were one of the things that got me into science fiction. And they always make me feel incredibly nostalgic. I've got, I think I've got 2 of them now. I've got one of them that's actually in the format that I got from the library originally. But yeah, those are the ones that come to mind. But most books I sort of, if they're really good books, I do remember where I first read them. Lord of the Rings, I can remember first reading that, and that makes me think of stuff like that. So yes. So next one. Happy Halloween. Share a holiday themed book that you recommend. Well, I struggle with this. I haven't really got any Halloween ones, but if you're going on holidays, let's go for Christmas. I'd always recommend Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, which is an obvious one. And the other one I'm going to recommend, even though I've not read it all, is Christmas on Ganymede. Last year I was in search of short stories, science fiction stories about Christmas. And I discovered this one, put together by Asimov and Frederick Pohl and Paul Anderson. And I've not read this all yet. I've only read about 1 or 2 stories in it, and this year I'm going to read it all at Christmas time and probably do some videos on it. But it's a book on science fiction short stories set around Christmas. So I think everyone needs to do it. If you hear buzzing, I think there's a fly coming in here. It's trying to dive from us. So if you can hear any weird buzzing in the background, that's what it is. But yes, Christmas on Ganymede. It took me a while to find it, but yes, I managed to get a copy. And The Mug Contains Magic. Share a book you enjoyed that is outside your comfort zone, typical genre. I'm going to go for The Journey of the Pink Dolphins by Cy Montgomery. Cy Montgomery, she's a naturalist, sort of, and she's written lots of books. And this is a story about the pink dolphins that hang around in the Amazon. And it's like following them and discovering them. And it's all, it's her journey as she's searching for them, but also getting all the anthropology of the Amazon and all the history and what goes on down there. And it's a great book. The reason I ended up into it is Blame read by Fred, because he picked up another one of her books, and it interested me so much. I looked at our library, and they had was the first one I read, and I really, really enjoyed it. And she's got one book on octopi, sorry, if I get my pronunciation right, which I'm quite interested in. She's got quite a few books out there. So yeah, that's Simon Montgomery, sort of naturalist, writer and things, and all things sort of animally. You know what I mean anyway. I'm rambling a bit here. So yeah, that's it. And next thing is, I'd like to thank Boy for tagging me, and tag some people. I'll tag Read by Fred, because he was the person responsible for the last one, and I'll probably think of some other people in a minute to tag, which I'll put in the bottom. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will speak to you all very soon.